Hey everyone, it's Mark Skipper Mark. Today we are going to do an oil change on our WaveRunners and a battery swap on mine. It's been 50 hours and that's the recommended interval to change the oil. And I'm going to do my battery because it hasn't been starting well and I don't want to take a chance. I don't want to be out in the middle of a lake or river or ocean and have it be dead on me and not be able to start. So we're going to run into the store here, Walmart, real quick and pick up some stuff, and then I'll give you a quick tutorial on how to do that. If you have any questions, please leave a message below. As always, thanks for watching and have a great day. The oil we're going to get is Mobil 1 Synthetic Racing 4T 10W40 for motorcycles, because it's basically a motorcycle engine. We have used Yamaha Lube, but they don't sell that here at Walmart, so we're going to go with the Mobil 1. It takes about 4 quarts, so we're going to get 8 total bottles. For the oil filter, we're going to get the FRAM filters. A lot of people say they're no good, but we've had success with them, so we're going to pick up 2 of those. The battery is a TX20, so we're going to get this one here. Matt got one of those earlier in the season for his, and it worked great. We're back home, and we're ready to put the oil filters in and do the oil change. The first thing we like to do is warm up the oil by running the engine for a minute or 2. And when you do that, you need to run water through the engine to keep it cool. When operating the engine on land, it's crucial to start the engine before turning on the water. Otherwise, you risk damaging the engine. Our manual advises not to exceed 4,000 RPMs and limit runtime to 15 seconds without supplying water when running it on land. We use a flush kit for this, but you can also use the garden hose adapter, which should have come with your WaveRunner. The first step to changing the oil is connecting the hose to the flushing connection port and then starting the engine. Immediately after the engine starts, turn on the water. Again, you don't want to turn the water on first. While the engine is running, check to make sure water is coming out the jet thrust nozzle and the cooling water outlet on the side. The manual says to let it run for 2 to 3 minutes, then shut the water off and disconnect the hose. Rev the engine a couple times, but for no more than 15 seconds to get any remaining water out of the cooling passages, and then shut it off and reattach the flushing connection cap. Again, make sure you turn off the water before shutting off the engine. Next, remove the oil filter, but be careful because it'll be very hot. Also, oil will probably leak out because the filter is mounted upside down, so have a cleanup towel ready. Before installing the new filter, lubricate the gasket to ensure a proper seal, and then hand tighten into place. Make sure to not over tighten the filter. To drain the oil, you need to use an extractor, and we use this model from HT Moto. Extractors work by inserting a long tube into the dipstick fill hole and then pumping the handle a few times to get the oil flowing. From then on, gravity does the work, but it can take a long time, like 45 minutes to fully drain, so go have some lunch or something when you do this. Matt likes to make a funnel out of an old water bottle because they're small and they work well in the tight engine bay. The owner's manual says our engines hold 3.7 quarts, but a little always stays inside, so 3.4 quarts is needed since we changed the filter. The service manual, which you have to buy separately, says to put oil into both the dipstick fill hole and the valve cover hole on top of the engine. We use that 3.4 quarts as a guide and put 2 quarts into the dipstick hole and then 1 into the valve cover hole, and then check the dipstick to see if more is needed. It usually is, but instead of simply adding the remaining 0.4 quarts, we alternate between adding small amounts of oil and checking the dipstick until the level is between the maximum and minimum marks. Once the level is good, put the dipstick and crankcase cap back in and gently tighten into place. Changing the battery is a little difficult because it's a tight fit where it goes, but the process is pretty easy. First, disconnect the negative battery lead, and then disconnect the positive. Next, unhook the battery tie-down bands and take out the old battery. This is a good time to check the bands for any damage and replace them if there is. You don't want the battery coming free and bouncing around the engine bay while you're out zooming around at 50 miles an hour. We've had good luck with EVERSTART batteries from Walmart, so that's what we went with. Our WaveRunner takes a TX20L, but be sure to get the right one for your model. To install the new battery, repeat the process, but just do it in reverse. Attach the battery bands, connect the positive lead and then the negative one. Double check that the battery is firmly in place and call it good. One last thing you want to do is reset the maintenance reminder. To do that, you just press the power button once, wait till the main screen comes on, hit the right button 3 times until you come to the settings screen. Go to Wellness, hit OK. And now if you look here, it says it has been 42 hours since my WaveRunner was reset. Matt's was actually over 50. And then you just hit reset. Just a light tap and it's done. And that'll shut off in a couple of minutes and you're done. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, please leave a message in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer as best I can. As always, thanks for watching and have a great day.